One of the biggest heavyweight rematches in the history of the sport, the Rage on the Red Sea, will see Joshua looking to avenge his defeat in September 2021 to Usyk, who is putting his WBA, IBF and WBO belts on the line in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia in a career-defining clash.
The most revered title in the history of all sports for 150 years is heavyweight champion of the world.
In their first encounter last September, Usyk emerged victorious after masterfully outboxing his British rival over 12 rounds. In the aftermath, Joshua was widely criticized for his game plan of engaging in a boxing chess match with one of the most technically gifted boxers on the planet.
If you let this man get into his rhythm, you have no chance of winning this fight. And that's what happened in the first fight. 6 round pass, Usyk gets better and better.
While Usyk was a former cruiserweight, he outclassed Joshua in their first outing. He is the current champion and will be the favorite to win coming into this fight.
We realize that he looks like a cyborg. He went through the hell and the training camp within the last 3 months.
Moreover, the Ukrainian boxer will look to keep his undefeated record of 19-0 intact.
Страха нет. Он все вот здесь.
Joshua will certainly have his work cut out for this fight, but the former champ will be motivated to earn his titles back.
And that's it, must win. Nah, I like the pressure. That's like competition with myself.
The winner of this fight would also be eyeing Tyson Fury, who will have to vacate his WBC belt if he stayed retired.
And this Saturday night will be a great fight.
The winner of this match could very well go on to become the undisputed heavyweight champion, a feat that hasn't been accomplished in 22 years. Eddie Hearn says he wants Anthony Joshua to take Oleksandr Usyk to hell on Saturday night and smash his body to smithereens when the two get in the ring at the Jeddah Superdome in Saudi Arabia.
Go in there and steamroll this man.
Hearn wants Joshua to get back on the winning track against Usyk, but it's going to be a tough task for AJ.
If he lets those hands go, I really believe he wins this fight.
Joshua tried to box with Usyk, and their clash of 2012 Olympic gold medalists favored the man with a much deeper amateur experience.
So I never thought Joshua would allow Usyk to get in the game that quick.
Earlier in his career, Joshua showed some promising inside game with a hook to the body that was reminiscent of both. It's something he used less over time, and he needs it here. If Joshua can use his jab to get close, push Usyk toward the ropes, and bang away at the ribs, Joshua can do more to make his heavy hands count this time.
Heavyweights are wearing the same amounts of gloves as super welterweights. Can you imagine getting hit on the arm from AJ?
Joshua has to find a way to cut off the ring and make his shots count. He couldn't beat Usyk in a fight fought largely at mid-range the first time. He has to change the geography of the fight to change the outcome this time.
So you have to hurt Usyk. You have to let him know you're there.
He can do that by playing keep away, sticking out his jab and backing away, or taking the fight all the way inside. Usyk might be smaller than Joshua, but he was more than big enough the first time.
What I think Joshua needs to do is use his natural size.
The first fight was competitive, but it was Usyk who knew how to close the show in the last 2 rounds, leaving the impression of a more lopsided win that might have been there round by round. Usyk has the edge in footwork, overall experience, defense, and the evidence of the first fight suggests he is less vulnerable when Joshua lands big than the other way around.
We learned each other in the first fight. He learned me, I learned him.
Add to that what remains a big weakness for Joshua, his punch resistance. Joshua has never shown great recuperative abilities. Instead, when Joshua gets hurt, it seems to linger on for rounds at a time. Oleksandr Usyk surprised many fans by weighing in at 221 pounds on Friday at the weigh-in for his title defense against Anthony Joshua this Saturday night in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Put damage on Usyk, the smaller man, early, you've got a good chance later on.
Usyk's weight is considerably less than what a lot of people had expected to be, as they felt he would weigh between 230 and 240 for the fight. Instead, Usyk's weight is the same that he weighed for his first fight against Joshua last September.
You can't worry about Usyk, let Usyk worry about the bigger man.
For his part, Joshua weighed in at 244 pounds, which is heavier than the 240 pounds he weighed in for his first fight against Usyk last September.
You know, he's a bigger man, a stronger man, but Usyk is fearless.
It's safe to say that Joshua plans on using his extra size to be aggressive with Usyk. Anthony Joshua feels confident that he won't guess out and lose his punching power in his rematch with Oleksandr Usyk.
100% ready for 12 rounds, and anything short of that is a bonus.
Joshua insists that he'll be punching with full strength throughout the contest against IBF, WBA and WBO heavyweight champion Usyk at the Jeddah Superdome in Saudi Arabia. Some boxing fans feel that Joshua will fade quickly at the expected fast pace of the fight.
He's got to be a bully.
It would be a terrible mistake on Joshua's part if he empties his gas tank in the first 2 rounds and winds up getting pummeled by the better conditioned Usyk.
The only thing in his mind is to become champion again, and I think Saturday night we're gonna walk out with those belts.
Tyson Fury took to social media to give Anthony Joshua the key to defeating Usyk by attacking him to the body with a prolonged flurry of shots.
Get straight on him, all out attack, head and body, use your size and strength, and get him out of there.
You can't blame Fury for wanting to give Joshua pointers, as he desperately needs him to win to get the massive payday fight between them later this year.
What's everyone saying? Inshallah, we're going for a knockout.
You very good boxer, you superstar.
If Usyk wins, there's not as much money for Fury fighting him, and he'd likely lose anyway.
He wants to become a man of a history. He wants to be the undisputed champion in 2 divisions.